Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel for another video. And here today we've got another replay analysis for our boy Changed or something like that. And he said he's Diamond 3 or about Champ 1. Let's check it out. It's a YouTube video, so I got my pen ready to draw on the screen so we can give as good of an analysis here as we can. Very, very, very close camera settings I'm noticing off the rip. Let me turn this down a little bit. Oh, what the? Oh, Rick, dude. Do I have my playback speed higher than normal? This game is definitely sped up a little bit. So you accidentally uploaded this a little quicker than normal. Let me slow it down. Try to get it to normal speed. Oh, maybe it's just the packet loss that's making it like that. You do have packet loss apparently. Okay, so I don't know what you recorded this on or what platform you're on, but the playback speed is not normal, and the audio is out of sync. So what we're gonna do, we're actually just gonna mute this replay, and we're gonna do our best to give you an analysis here. This is this replay, and the quick chats are in like Spanish or something, or French. I don't know, some different language. It looks like you're playing probably not on PC. It might be Switch or something, I don't know, but we're gonna have to try to do our best with this analysis. We're gonna mute it, have some background music on. We'll try to do our best on this analysis here. Keep in mind, anyone watching, this is sped up a little bit. I don't know if he intentionally sped it up or just however he saved this replay file ended up speeding it up or something like that. I don't know. Maybe if you save a replay file from a Nintendo Switch or a console, maybe you have the ability to accidentally speed it up. Okay, so this touch here, super garbage, right? You have complete open space on the field. There's nobody on your screen for miles. You have plenty of time to come up to this ball. And you couldn't have got there in time to catch it. Oh, shit. So you couldn't get to this ball in time to catch it. However, let's actually go back one more time. This is Diamond 3, almost Champ 1. So this is an affordable mistake to point out, I believe. Your flip here is too late. You need to flip earlier to grab this boost, and I've mentioned this in a previous replay. If you've seen a lot of my replay analysis or you've kept up on my videos on my channel, I've pointed this out before, but you want to flip towards this boost about now, so that way by the time you finish your flip, you're actually landing directly on the boost. Because you, by flipping as late as you did, look at how far away from the boost you actually do land, and all of this extra distance is wasted space, right? Say the ball comes out this way, you're still fine being in this area to then push upfield. You're not really gaining anything by landing this far upfield. And if the ball actually is a dead ball kickoff and this guy was cheating up, then he gets a free shot on net and you're too far away to be able to get back in time to save it. So you want to flip earlier off of that kickoff in order to land directly on the boost, and then you don't have all this extra wasted space that you then have to make up for and recover on your way back. So actually, if you would have done that correctly and landed directly on this boost and then turned around, you actually would have been able to get back to this ball to catch it. So sort of one mistake leading into another here. But even in this situation where you can't get back to the ball to catch it, just take a soft touch, like stop going supersonic, do a single jump, and just hit the ball with the underside of your car so that it doesn't really go anywhere and you can recover and take control of it, instead of just banging it off of literally straight off of your sidewall so it bounces straight back in the middle. That's just, you're just recentering the ball at that point for your opponents to take a shot on target. Ooh, accidentally side flipped. Not much to say about that. Again, you're just kind of hitting the ball away. I feel like this is going to be a recurring theme already. You want to keep possession of the ball as much as possible. Possession is huge in Rocket League. Number one mistake a lot of people make is just giving up the ball for free. Right here, you see this guy is on the sidewall waiting for you to make a hit. So why make that hit that he's literally sitting there waiting for? You hit this ball just as hard as you can, it comes to him, he gets a free touch back the other way, or a free touch to middle or something like that. So instead of just doing exactly what he wants you to do, take control of this ball, take a soft touch, set it up on your hood, and then flick it over this guy when he comes to challenge you, and then you have a 2 versus 1. So don't do exactly what your opponent is sitting there waiting for you to do. So you just come up to this ball, hit it as hard as you can, and he's positioned there for it. Good patience here after the fact though, giving your teammate plenty of space to work with and not just rushing the ball and, you know, taking the dribble away from him like you see a lot of lower ranked players make the mistake of doing. Actually giving your teammate the time to make a play, which is good. I like that. Good power shot. Wow, that was a really good power shot. Yeah, good power shot there. My god, the lag, dude. Is this how you're playing in game? Is this how it actually was for you in game? Or is this just the replay, however you downloaded this video, making it like seem like this? If this is how you have to play all of your games, man, that sucks. That sucks. Man. And it would definitely mess with your decision making a bit if this is how you have to play. But here, not worth going up for this ball because the ball bounces up straight in front of his backboard and they have a player right there ready for it. He's just setting up and he's gonna have this touch. So you going up for this ball, all he has to do is hit it and it's past you. And to make things worse, you're actually last man. So as soon as he gets this ball past you, it's an open net downfield. So don't go up for a ball if somebody's already there for it and you're already beaten to the ball. Because all you're doing at that point is taking yourself out of the play. Luckily your teammate got back before they did. And coming a little too close to the play. Teammate gets a clear, you grab the boost. And then at this point, I would start slowing down because your teammate's pushing up for this bounce. The opponent's pushing up for this bounce. You need to be playing a bit defensively there because your teammate's going to go. And if the opponent goes and he beats your teammate, then you need to be back in order to deal with that. So you pushing up too close here, if your teammate just got beat to this ball, it would have been bouncing off the wall behind you and could have been an open net for your opponents to score there. And then again, just kind of continuing to push upfield. Just need to slow down in this situation a little bit. Nice. Teammate's able to just pop it over him and you get the goal. He's Louise, man. Oh my god. Wow, he didn't even hit the ball on your screen, bro. He's literally like a car length away from the ball still when it ends up moving. I could not play the game like this, man. Go back one more time. See this? All right, on your rotation back here, I would like to see you try to be a little bit more aware of what's going on here. because as you finish your play here in the corner, you see your opponents get possession of the ball and your teammate's sitting in midfield, kind of not really sure if he wants to challenge or he wants to buy time for you to get back. But for all you know, at this point, your teammate just got flicked and the ball is moving up the middle of the field towards your net. So I would like to see to flick your ball cam on at some point here, about right here, to see what's going on, to see if your teammate just got flicked, to see if he's still shadow defending. Because if your teammate just got flicked, then this is going to be moving towards the midfield and towards your net, and you need to be then cutting into the middle of the field to try to block a shot. So if this was coming towards your net right now, you probably would have got scored on. Let me go back a little bit. See how this plays out in this corner here. Almost get the catch. But after that, right there, after you miss that catch here, you need to rotate away from the ball. Because that was your play. You were challenging and then waiting for an opportunity to come in and take possession or get a good challenge. And then your opportunity was right here. If you would have got possession of this ball on this dribble, that was your play. And then afterwards, you're kind of out of the play at this point. So now, what you should be doing is rotating to the back post here. Because your teammate's right there. The only thing Stepsis can do right here is either dribble, which he just got bumped by his teammate, or take a shot. A shot on target is not going to be threatening here. Your teammate's plenty far back to get a save. You know what? I actually take that back. I stand corrected, because in this situation right here, after you miss the dribble, you see your teammate right there and he's still not going for the ball. So at this point, one of these players could be starting a dribble here. And so you would want to stick around and try to interfere with that dribble. But I think the mistake here is actually flipping right there. Because by flipping right here, you kind of take away your positioning to be able to interfere with a dribble, right? If they were waiting for this ball to bounce, slow playing this and picking it up for a dribble, you flipping in this direction here just took away your positioning to be able to interfere with a dribble, right? Let me try to time this well. Right here, you see there that they could slow play this and start a dribble. So you want to stay side on to them right here, so that if they try to catch this on their hood, you can drive challenge them from the side or bump them from the side and dispossess them. But because you instantly flip back, you're no longer in position to be able to help your teammate if they do start dribbling. So that was the real mistake there. I was gonna say that you should rotate out. Your opportunity to help was done, but actually your opportunity to help wasn't done. And if they would have started a dribble there, you would have wanted to interfere actually for your teammate who's waiting in the net or waiting behind you. But you gave up your positioning to be able to help. So you instantly rotated back. And then the problem with that is you didn't rotate back far post. So you could have made the decision there, okay, I'm not going to interfere with the play, but in that scenario where you don't interfere with the play, you would want to be rotating back post. But your problem was you rotated into the near post, you rotated into the boost, into the corner, you rotated in with the play. I hope that makes sense what I'm trying to say, right? Let me point it out one more time. So you're challenging, you're here in case he doesn't make this touch, and you're stealing the boost as well, which are both good things. He does make this touch, you really can't challenge, because if you challenge at this angle, the ball is just going to 50 off their corner or off the ceiling towards midfield, towards your half. So you don't challenge this ball, which is good. It's a losing challenge in most situations. So you shadow defend, you try to make a challenge here, you try to catch the ball or get a side-on challenge. You miss the ball, unfortunate, but you can still help your teammate in this scenario. Instead, you start rotating back instead of staying in a position to be able to help your teammate. So if you're going to make that decision to rotate out at this point, you need to be rotating out to the far post, to the back post, not to the nearest boost that might be there. Yeah, it's a really bad habit, just rotating straight down the same side of the field as the ball, right? The play is here, and the wrong thing to do is rotate in the same direction as the play. You want to rotate away from the play and towards the back post so that you can clear out for your teammate. He can challenge, and if the ball gets past him, you're behind him to make the save or make the clear or take possession, whatever. All right, picking up where we left off now. All right, better. You didn't just bang the ball away. You actually tried to take possession. Not the cleanest dribble, but way better than just banging the ball off your sidewall there. Bit of a rough shot attempt there. Jesus, man. So laggy. That's crazy. Right here, you see your teammate rotate back to the boost. This should be your teammate's ball right here. He should be back, and he should be side on with this play, waiting for his challenge. So you going for this ball is really just a double commit. And double committing is never good. So right here, you know your teammate's back. He should be in position to deal with this. And it's not a threatening play anymore because he's air dribbling downwards now, right? He's here. Oops, wrong tool. He's here. The ball is here. And he is air dribbling downwards. If he was still air dribbling upwards, it's threatening. Because he's air dribbling downwards, his only option is to just keep bringing the ball downwards. And this is where your teammate should be in position to intercept the ball, to take a 50. And then you can follow up the 50, or you can wait behind your teammate, see what happens, see if you need to follow up the 50. But you coming in here to challenge, I know it's a good angle for a challenge because you can force the ball straight to the corner, straight to a safe spot. But your teammate should be here waiting to challenge. And because it is technically his ball, you could end up double committing here. And if the 50-50 doesn't go favorably, or you don't get the clean beat on the ball just kind of neutralizes here, or shoots out this way, or shoots out that way, this guy's going to have the next possession. And you want to avoid, like I said earlier, giving away possession as much as possible. Worst case scenario, he has a free shot with nobody back because you both just committed on that play. Now, I mean, in hindsight, yes, if you didn't challenge there, you might have gotten scored on because it looked like your teammate was missing the challenge for whatever reason. But ideally, that is your teammate's ball. And as much as you don't want to trust your teammate, it's bad to double commit. So if you're not going to trust your teammate, you want to position to where you can go for the ball if you need to, right? That happens a lot. Even at GC, you position when a ball's maybe coming towards a back wall or coming towards a side wall and it's your teammate's ball, you wait for them to go up for it. You don't want to double commit with them if it's their ball, but at the same time, you want to position in a spot where you can go for the ball if they do miss. Gracias, gracias. Veo. Vale. Open net. Nice. Good finish, good finish. So it looks like this game should be a win. If you end up throwing this game somehow, that's tragic. Hopefully it's not a 3-0. I mean, I've had plenty to point out already, which is good, but ideally, if anyone wants to submit replay analysis, you should submit close games. You know, you don't really have to lose the game, but at least make it a close game that you submit, because those are the games that you can usually learn the most from. Games where you get scored on a couple times. And you don't want to submit like your worst game ever, because that's not a good representation of how you normally play. but you don't want to submit a game where you absolutely dominated your opponents, because at that point, like, you know, I can't really say that you're doing much wrong if you got a 4-0 victory. Lo siento, lo siento, lo siento. What the frick does that mean? All right, let's actually rewind, because you did just get scored on. Let's see how you got scored on. Teammate air dribbles. Doesn't go well. I already see one mistake from you, though. Here, going up for this ball. Yeah, your challenge here wasn't the best. It's close to call, right? But I was going to say initially, and why I paused, is because this first touch is not the best from him, because it's going sideways. It's going towards your corner. See, if I draw a line following the direction of this ball, the momentum or the movement of this ball, it's going sort of this direction, and it's not going straight up field towards your net, right? I wish I could draw a 3D, but it's not coming straight at your net. It's going towards the side in a less threatening position. Now, it does kind of look like he can get up and put this on target possibly, but even if he does, it's going to either hit the backboard and he's going to miss his shot, and at this rank I doubt he's double tapping it. But the other option is he does hit the shot on target, but even then it's going to be on this side of the net, right? So if you just stay on the ground here and wait for a better time to challenge, see if you even need to go up to challenge. You only need to go up to challenge if he does manage to put this on target. If he doesn't, then you just wait for him to miss and you collect the ball after the miss. But by you going up for this, and especially going up for this and not going straight for the ball, you're kind of just floating, trying to intercept whatever touch he makes. All he has to do is hit this ball past you at this point, because you're not going for the ball. If you get up in time to go for this ball and beat him to the ball, then this play is okay. But even then, the better play would have been just to wait, see if he can put this ball on target, and that's the only time this play is threatening. But by you going up and then floating here, you made the play actually more threatening, because all he has to do is hit it past you like he does, and then you're out of the play. That bounce wasn't the best for them, which is lucky, but if that just bounced, if that just kicked straight off the back wall, your opponent would just be able to come in and take a shot, because you're landing and you're out of the play. So you made that play more threatening than it was, because his setup wasn't immediately threatening. Again, especially at this rank, most likely all he's going to be able to do to immediately score that is just put it on this side of the net. And if you were shadow defending like you were, that should be an easy save. But what most likely is going to happen is, again, it's going to just come off this back sidewall, or he'll try to maybe shoot and hit it off the backboard, in which case, in either situation, you just collect the ball after the fact. So don't make the play more threatening than it actually is, you know, by responding to it a certain way. And then what else happened? There had to be something else to point out in this chaotic play. See, a lot of quick chat spam going on. I would say your mistake here is, again, kind of similar to some stuff we've talked about earlier. You're flipping at a pretty bad time here, because your opponent is right next to this ball right here. Ball's really close to him, right? So at any moment, he can do something with this ball. He can pass it to his teammate, who might be coming across the backside of your screen and you can't see him. If his teammate's right over here somewhere, he passes it over, and because you're flipping in this direction, you can't stop to intercept the pass, and then bam, it's a shot on your net. Or again, you're flipping forward and you have all this momentum, you can't stop until you're like, that's actually too generous. You're not going to be able to stop until you're like up here. And if at this point he just hits the ball past you, it could just be straight in your net. he could pop it up. And again, you're not in a position to deal with that. So you're just flipping at a bad time here. If you don't flip here, I need to erase this. Go back one more time. If you don't flip here and put yourself in a position where you can't react in case he hits the ball, you could be waiting around the middle of your net or something like that. And then after this touch goes out, it wouldn't be threatening at this point. You'd still be in net defending, and that wouldn't have been a goal. So here, your mistake, I mean, it's not completely your fault. This entire play is not just completely your fault, but flipping here up towards the ball when your opponent could make a touch at any time. I hope you understand how what the message is I'm trying to get across here is when you flip, you have to finish your flip. You don't have a choice. And until you finish your flip, you can't change directions. So here you now can't change directions. And if he touches the ball or something happens like it does, you now couldn't respond in time because your positioning is wrong. It's just not good to be able to deal with what happened because you were flipping. So that was just a bad time and a bad position to flip towards the ball there. I hope that makes sense. And that's not just something that's, in that situation. That's a general piece of advice is be careful with when you're flipping, because when you flip, you can't change directions. You can't slow down. You have to finish your flip. So if your opponent or somebody is about to hit the ball or change direction of the ball or do something on the ball, you don't want to be flipping when that's about to happen, because you want to be able to react to whatever happens as soon as possible. Let's see this. Teammate probably expected him to take that touch there, but he doesn't, which is okay still. Takes a 50-50. Honestly, I would just call that slow reaction time from you. It might just be lag attributed. Kind of hard to read in the moment because of all the lag. But that was a savable shot for sure. I mean, I like your decision making here, not challenging this, because you're getting beat to this ball. You have to kind of just defend here. But that little pause in your boost is what... Right here, yeah. Savable for sure, but that lag makes it hard, so don't be too mad at your teammate in that position. Hopefully you can fix your connection. I don't know why you're so laggy this game. Ooh, that's a really bad play, man. Right here, look at this, man. You got a 1v1. You're a goal up. Less than a minute left. Not really the time to try to, I mean, you've got a lead, so you don't want to do anything too risky, but you only have a 1-goal lead. It'd be really nice to get back to that 2-goal cushion. And there's 50 whole seconds left. That's plenty of time for your opponents to retie this game and then possibly win. So you don't want to just give up your chances to score at this point. So this here, you've got a 1v1, you've got a 2v1, you've got something other than just hitting the ball away there, right? That was just complete waste of possession. You could catch the ball on your hood here, start a 1v1, or as you're dribbling upfield, right? Catch this, you start dribbling, and at some point you flick it on target, or you catch it and at some point you flick it middle, or you just drop it off your hood and hit it to the side middle. You don't have to flick past it. You could always drop it off your hood and then side flip into it for your teammate, or diagonal flip into it for your teammate, whatever, you know what I mean. But just hitting this ball not even on target, not good. If you were able to put this on target and high, then at least you're putting pressure on your opponent. Or even if you can put this off the backboard, because then again, your teammate, it's like another pass. But just taking a low shot here is not threatening at all in this position. That was probably, out of all of your options in this position, that was the #1 worst play you could have made. I'm sorry, it's unfortunate I have to say that, but it's true. Literally, probably anything else would have been better. Okay, at least you were able to finish the goal though at the end. Nice job, nice job. 200 ping, still putting goals away, man. Holy moly. Mastacholi. Let's see, is this worth going up for? Yeah, kinda, but just kinda just don't come up with the hit, unfortunately. Alright. Oh my goodness. Alright, I don't know. I think you're trying to do a ceiling shot here. Okay. I guess you have a 2 gold cushion, so you're feeling kind of safe. I mean, if you don't have this 2 gold cushion, you definitely don't want to do this. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say you're doing this just because you've got 2 gold lead and you're feeling a little safe. You want to have a little fun. It's fine and dandy. But you kind of just also zoomed in to block your teammate there. Kind of a dick move. Just having fun, just poking fun with you. But yeah, GG. I think your biggest takeaways in this game, one of the #1 thing is probably going to be to work on your possession play. Probably the most important thing in Rocket League is to keep possession of the ball and to not give away possession of the ball for free to your opponent. So that's almost always going to be the #1 thing to work on. If that's a mistake that I see made in your gameplay, that's going to be like, that's the #1 thing anyone's probably going to recommend, is to always try to find a way to keep possession of the ball. Hitting the ball, as I say, probably every replay analysis, or very often, every touch on the ball should either be a pass to your teammate or to yourself via a soft touch to yourself, a touch off of a wall to yourself, you know, just catching the ball and keeping possession for a dribble, or just taking a 50-50 if you're not in position to be able to do anything to actually get the ball past your opponents or to your teammates, right? Then at the very least, you can just take a low 50 and keep control of the ball that way. So every touch should either be a pass to your teammate or a touch that sets up your teammate or yourself. If you're not passing to either yourself or your teammate, then it should be a shot. You should be shooting to try and score. Or if it's not a pass or a shot, then it should be a threatening touch, a shot that makes your opponents feel a little bit of mental pressure to try to make them mess up. So every touch should either be a shot, a pass to your teammate or yourself, or a touch that actually creates pressure on your opponents, which would mean like a touch on target, a touch that is moving towards possibly being on target of the net, so your teammates feel like, oh, or your opponents feel like, oh crap, I have to get this touch. And when people are in that position of, oh crap, I have to get this touch, that's when you generally see people make more mistakes. So that's the point of putting a touch that pressures your opponent. You're trying to make them mentally feel a little anxious, and that makes them mess up. Other than that, there was a few different smaller mistakes, like timing of when you're flipping. When you're grabbing that boost in the corner off of kickoff, you needed to flip a little earlier so you didn't waste a bunch of time grabbing that boost. You can go back and review what I said about that if you don't remember. And then also, when you're positioning around the field, you don't want to be flipping at bad times, right? If you're flipping as soon as the ball is about to get touched or as soon as the ball is about to move, then you can't adjust your positioning until you land from that flip. And at that point, a lot of the time it's too late. So be careful about when you're flipping around the field. So other than that, I probably pointed out maybe a couple little small things. Go back and watch the video again if you need to. I hope you guys learned something from the video. It was very laggy, so that does not help playing Rocket League, like with 200 to 300 ping. That's crazy that you're able to play like this. I hope it's not always like this for you, man. But anyways, if you guys learned something, be sure to return the favor, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the future for more replay analysis. Oh, and if you want to submit your own replay analysis, join my Discord and post your analysis in the replay analysis chat channel. And if you want to skip the line of replay analysis that are in that channel, you can consider subscribing to my Twitch or my Patreon. Doing so gets you access to a hidden channel or a locked channel in my Discord called Replay Analysis for Subs. And you can post your analysis in that channel, and I do those before any of the other replay analysis. And as always, hit the link in the description. Follow me on Twitch because I stream every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'd love to see you guys there. Always brings joy when there's new people coming to the stream, saying what's up, and hanging around and having a good time with us in the stream. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.